Today we're talking about expressions and variables. Let's start by talking about a numerical expression. What comes to mind when you hear numerical expression? Anybody? Numerical, an expression. Yes.
An expression that uses numbers.
An expression that uses numbers. Numbers. Yes. So a numerical expression consists of numbers and operations. What are the four basic operations in math?
Multiplication, addition, subtraction.
Multiplication, addition, subtraction, division. Yes. What comes to mind when you hear variable? Anybody?
X, Y.
X or Y. Okay, that comes to mind.
Letter replacing
Letters.
V.
Any letter. Okay. So any letter can be a variable, right?
Yeah, as long
Okay.
as it's used in the expression.
Okay. So if it becomes a variable expression, Miguel, can you help me out?
It's an expression that utilizes variables.
Variables and numbers. So a variable expression can have numbers, variables, and an operation. So if we have to evaluate say we have to evaluate a variable expression and we have a plus b, where a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 3. How would we evaluate this?
We would replace it.
We would replace it, we would substitute it. So 4 plus 3, and when I evaluate that, what do I get? 7. So in other words, if you see an instruction as evaluate, what does that mean? Solve it, right? Okay. So many times we have real world problems and we need to solve them. So here are common words and phrases that indicate operations. So these are common words for addition. Plus, the sum of, increased by, total, more than, and added to. Common words for subtraction would be minus, the difference of, decreased by, fewer than, less than, or subtracted from. For multiplication, times, the product of, multiplied by, or just of, and division, divided by, divided into, and the quotient of. Now you can also find this table on page 6 in the textbook. We have to write the variable expression to represent this phrase. So we have the product of 72 and a number. What does product mean? What operation? Multiplication. Of 72 and a number. What would be a number? Any number. So any number can be represented by what? A variable. What's a variable? A letter, right? What variable do you like? Okay, X, M, G, any number, any number, any letter would work. So the product, and this is multiplication right here, of 72 and a number. That means 72x. What if we have the difference of a number and 1? What does difference mean? Subtraction. Difference is subtraction of a number. What's a number? A variable. So in this case, let's call it m. and 1. So now, does order matter when we're subtracting? Yes. Order matters when we're subtracting. So, the difference of a number and 1 would mean m minus 1. So why does order matter when we're subtracting? If we have 4 minus 2, what does that equal? 2. But if we have 2 minus 4, what would that equal? Negative 2. Two different things. Order matters in subtraction and division. So let's try this. Let's try another one. 13 more than a number. So in this one, we've got 13. What does more mean? Addition than a number. And what's a number? Variable. What do we like? Let's try an A. So 13 plus A. You try this next one. The sum of a number and 9.4. Of a number